frames here. And let's say support equals new DF. And let's say we want the low dot minimum. So this is actually not the close. You can see the bars close here in the top right. I'm looking at the exchange now. You can see the bar closes here at this price. For example, in this example, it's 22810, but I'm actually getting the low. So 22750. Some people would argue that a breakout is where the body closes, or the support is where the body closes up here. But for this case, I'm doing it down here. If you wanted to do it the other way, you would just change this low to close. Spell it the right way, but that's pretty easy to do. But I wanted to show you the difference there. And let's say resistance equals new DF dot high. Well, not dot high, but, and then we do max. So same thing for here. Super easy to make the support and resistance. It just depends on how you want to make it. You can see some people would argue that the resistance is where the bar closes, would be right here, 22941, but I'm doing it in a way that it's where the wick is, 22970. So whichever way you want to do that, you can change this if you'd like that to be at the close or whatever. Let's see what the low to high value is. So pretty much resistance minus support. And then I want to see what the average is. The average equals resistance plus support. Remember, that's the high plus the low, and then divide by 2 because there's 2, right? So let's go ahead and print some information for us. Support is this. High is this. Low to high is this. And then the average is this. So let's throw those in there. And then support. Just like that. So let's make this a little, well, actually I'm gonna keep it like that, or so it'll look weird. But there, you can see it. Boom. And then let's put an except block here. Except print F. There is no symbol for tickers. OB equals nothing. Ticker found equals false. So the order book equals nothing. Now let's run this because I want to see if we've gone so far. Essentially, we're going through each exchange. Right now I only have one exchange, but later if you wanted to set up more exchanges, you could just throw your keys up here and then loop through them here. If you do have a question on that, just let me know in the comment section. I can make a follow-up video, or if that's needed, or I'm going to put all the code to this in the bootcamp right after this. So that should all be there. Let's see here. Let's run it and see what we have. Okay, so now it's just printing out all of the highs, the lows. This is for every single, this is beautiful. This is the high, the low to high, the average for every single ticker on Phemex. So we're looking at Phemex right here on our right side, and on our left side, we're literally getting every single ticker, and we're seeing the high, the low, and the average, and it's just going through there. And now we pretty much have to make an indication of whether it's breaking out or breaking down or not. So you can see there's like, I don't know, 75 to 100 different symbols on Phemex that we're going through, and you can see now it's hitting the accept block. It's saying, hey, there's no symbol for this or that. bake USDT, yada yada. So our try and accept block is working perfectly. And now we just need to go ahead and do the signal part. So perfect. Let's go back into our try block here and see what else we can do. You can hear my bot still trying to close this SHIB position. I need to probably fix this a bit because while it's trying to close this SHIB position, it's actually neglecting all of our other positions. And you can see here that if I open this up, like our other positions like this one, this ETH position hit 10%, which we're just trying to make like 8%, I believe. And this has hit 18%. So while these percentages are going higher, that's kind of good, but at the same time, it's kind of bad because I would like it to work differently than this. I would like it to see what positions have hit their target and then exit totally out of them immediately instead of saying, hey, I'm just trying to close out the SHIB position and then I'll move on to the next one. So, while we did build this one on screen, this is like a good example of why I don't recommend just running the bots that we build, because I'm building on YouTube with you. This has obviously done super well, as you can see by the results, open positions, but there's tweaks that I'm gonna make. So, while I do share as much as possible here on YouTube, and I really love sharing with you, it's just kind of risky to just run anything live. So I always recommend, don't just like copy my code and run it. Use what I do here on this YouTube